Hey guys, Ryan here from R&K Art Productions. We will be bringing you PCR and normal art tutorials, mostly PC art, on how to do certain stuff. Now, today in our first video, I'm going to be doing a tutorial to make your own thumbnail for a video. Now, this will be a basic thumbnail, so yeah, just sit back and watch how you do it. This is going to be done, which is a free alternative to Photoshop. As for a lot of people don't like to pay hundreds of pounds for Photoshop when you can get this for free. It isn't as good as Photoshop, but yeah, you can basically do a lot of the stuff that you can do on Photoshop with GIMP. So when you're starting, you want to go to File, New, and then up here it'll just it'll say create a new image, and then you'll have your image size. Just make sure the width is set to 1280 by the height of 720. Make sure it's set to pixels, and then click OK, and you will get a canvas like this. Once that's done, you want to pick a background color. I'm going to be using a kind of lime color today, so you just select whatever color you want. I'm going to be using a kind of lime color, and then just paint bucket your background like so, and then that'll be your background set, unless you want to use a gradient, but the gradient doesn't really work well with stuff like pictures, PNG files. They just don't work great on GIMP. It's not as good as Photoshop. But then you want to get your text tool ready, and basically you're going to be wanting to set the size depending on how much you're typing. I would set it to maybe 100 and then minimize it if you need more space. I would recommend you downloading the font Bebas. It is a really good font, and I will put the download link in the description. It is easy to read, and it's just a really nice font. It's just basic, and it would work for this. It would work for a thing like this. So basically, what you want to do is make sure your font color is set to black. So make sure your foreground color here is set to black, and then just select anywhere, and then type in whatever you want. I'm going to type in Battlefield walkthrough, game walkthrough, or something like so. Something like that, and then just if you have to make it smaller, just do it by highlighting it and doing what I just done, by making the size bigger up next to the font name. Once you've done that, you just want to drag it to wherever you want. You have your ruler up at the top. If you do Control R, you will get your ruler. You will get your ruler up, and you can just look where it's supposed to be. I'm going to set mine here. This looks kind of like where the middle would be, and then just all you want to do is select your background here at the layer side below where the colours are. Once you've done that, come to your Battlefield text layer, which is just above the background layer over to the left of your screen, and right click it and then click this saying alpha to selection, and this will select everything that is the text, and then you want to use a gradient for your text, so it looks nice. You can have a little gradient. I would recommend using a kind of white gradient, a white grey gradient. So set your foreground colour to white, or a kind of white, and then set your background colour to a kind of grey, and then all you want to do is select the gradient tool, which is next to the paint bucket on the left, and you drag this line until you find a nice gradient, whatever you think looks nicest, and then that'll do fine. Once we've done that, what you want to do is go back to your foreground colour and change it to black, and back to your background colour and change it to white. Make sure you've got your black colour selected, and then you want to select the brush tool. Once you've selected the brush tool, you'll have it either under the layers, next to the layers area over to the left, or you'll have it like I have over to the right as tool options. And you just want to set your brush to a hard brush like so. If you click this kind of circle under where it says opacity, click that, and then click this giant circle here, and then all you want to do is change the size to 3 using the arrows or 2. I'm going to use 3 as it might stand out a little bit more for you guys to see. Once you've done that, just don't do anything. Don't draw over your writing or anything like that. All you want to do is select edit, go down to stroke selection, tick stroke with a paint tool, and then just don't touch anything and just click stroke, and it will stroke it for you. As you can see, it stroked it nicely. so it stands out and you can see it a bit better. Now, you might want to have some more text down the bottom. I'm just going to leave it out just now, and then maybe you'll want a picture. So as you can see, we've got some pictures here. Basically, all you need to do is copy and paste them in. So just right click, copy. I would recommend having a PNG format, although GIMP doesn't really use them right. It will come as a black background or a white background. And then just drag it to a size that you want, as you did with the text. And then set it in the middle, which seems to be about here. This will be about the middle for me. And then just want to anchor it to the background. So just click on your green background or whatever colour you're using and it'll anchor it in. Once you've done that, what you want to do is get your ink dropper tool, which is next to the magnifying glass, and select your green background. Make sure it's your background colour and use your fuzzy selection tool, which is above the magnifying glass, to select the black area of the picture. Then just press delete. Once you've done that, go to select, none, delete, select, none. If you want to do it the quick way, basically all you have to do is go to your paint bucket, make sure it's set as your foreground colour, and do it like that. As you can see, it is not very good. GIMP is taking it in right, so if it does something like that, just use a better picture. So I'd recommend probably using a picture like this. Just get a picture like that. Once again, just copy, paste into the picture. All you want to do is drag it to its size again, and then drag it to the place it should be, like so, and anchor it to the background, and then just do the same. Paint bucket it if you're lazy. If you want, you can go into the work of doing it, but GIMP will maybe do this to you. If it does that, I don't know how you're going to get to fix it. I'd recommend just trying to find a better picture that you think it wouldn't interfere with. Like I don't know, any other picture that you want. I'll just use this helicopter, as it'll probably work better, and we'll just paste it in like so, drag it to its position, and there we go, anchor it, and then just use a paint bucket. As you see, GIMP will do this. It is a pain in the neck. It's a son of a bitch, to be fair. I don't know how you get it to fix it unless you just deal with the kind of background. But yeah, there's not really, GIMP doesn't handle dropping pictures in well, so that's why I would like, don't use pictures as much as you can. Like, try and use text more to communicate with your fans. So maybe at the bottom have something like, at the bottom have something like with and whatever your YouTube name is. So I'm just going to put at the bottom by R&K Productions, like so. And now all you want to do is drag it back into position and put it down like that. Once you've done that, obviously just do the same thing, right click, alpha to selection, find another good gradient that you would maybe like. Once again, I recommend using a kind of greyish type of gradient, and I just select it like so. And if you can't get, sometimes people have a lot of problems with this, just select your brush tool again, don't change anything, it'll just be the same as the last time. Make sure you select your foreground colour to black, edit, stroke selection, stroke for paint tool, and then that'll be fine. Once you've done that, make sure, it won't work right if you don't do this, go to select and then none. Make sure you don't click all or invert, just none, and then select the background layer. Now, it will be kind of plain on GIMP. The best way is to find a picture that will not be interfered by changing the colour. So maybe, I don't know, you need something that's not got a lot of different colours that it wouldn't affect badly. I would maybe suggest using a gun like so, something like that, and just pasting it in like that, dropping it into the background, and it might let you get away with this one. Yep, there you go. Basically, it'll just take away and it'll blend in with the background. More advanced stuff comes soon. I'll see you later.